When I was a child, roughly from the ages of 10 to 13, my own father used to sexual abuse me. He would reach his hands under my blanket while I was sleeping. Sometimes, he would harass me even when we were alone together. I was afraid to tell anyone about it. Perhaps as a child, I didn't fully understand what was happening. At 14, I first told a boyfriend about what had happened. I started having panic attacks when he got close to me, and he forced me to reveal what was wrong. That's probably when I realized something bad had occurred. Thanks to him, I gathered the courage to tell my mother everything. She reacted immediately, calling my father. However, after they spoke, she accused me of lying, claiming I had made it all up because my father was against me having a relationship at 14. At that moment, I withdrew into myself and never brought up the topic again. My parents' relationship was very difficult. They always fought intensely, sometimes to the point of physical altercations. I always stood up for my mother, urged her to divorce him, and was constantly afraid he might accidentally kill her. I grew up, moved out, but my mother's calls continued, filled with complaints about my father. I had to listen to it all, yet she never filed for divorce. Years later, my father decided to go to America for work. He abandoned his family, my 14-year-old sister, and stopped financially supporting my mother. She had to raise the family alone. He started saying that if he returned, it wouldn't be to my mother, and he accused her of infidelity, and so on. This sent her into a depression, and she began to drink heavily. Recently, while intoxicated, she started remembering good things about my father again, defending him. I couldn't take it anymore and reminded her that this was the same father who had abused me. I told her the details, and she fell into shock. She said she hadn't believed me back then because she hadn't seen it with her own eyes. I asked her not to bring up the topic with him, as I didn't want to remember it, and because it wouldn't change anything now. But she called him, confronted him. He didn't justify himself or deny it, claiming he didn't remember and implying it was my mother's fault, among other things. She still hasn't filed for divorce, and now my father calls me, presumably wanting to talk, but everything inside me tightens when I think about it. I don't know what to do. Should I just cut off contact with my father, or pretend that everything is okay? Should I still try to convince my mother to divorce him, or also just turn a blind eye? It hurts me that this person brought so much pain and sorrow to our family, and she still tries to justify him. I support her in every way I can, but after almost a year, I'm starting to lose hope. Thank you to everyone who read this to the end. I would appreciate hearing an outside perspective. Thank you.